Everlasting Chapter 3, Lessons. Published. Pref table of contents next. When seeing the three people coming in, Chen Feng frowned and the killing intent flashed in his eyes. The three of them are all 16 or 17 years old, and their clothes and weapons are far more than Chen Feng. After entering, they all looked at Chen Feng with disdain. Wang Bo, what are you doing here? Chen Feng asked coldly. The three teenagers headed by Wang Bo often bullied Chen Feng, especially Wang Bo, who overwhelmed Chen Feng by virtue of his cultivation, and even more so, fought Chen Feng many times. I haven't seen you in a few days. I'm going to be able to talk to us like this. A teenager next to Wang Bo sneered. This person is Wang Bo's dog-legged man, and he often bullies Chen Feng for being a tiger. I don't welcome you here. Can you go? Chen Feng said coldly, controlling his desire to shoot. Looking for a fight? Our brother Wang has taken a fancy to your small courtyard, so hurry up and pack up your things and leave here. Dogleg 1 shouted. Yes, the old guy is dead. This is not a place where you can live. You should get out quickly and find a doghouse. Dogleg number 2 also followed. Only Wang Bo, who stood in the middle, didn't speak. He raised his head arrogantly, letting his two subordinates play. He didn't seem to put Chen Feng in his eyes at all. After hearing these words, Chen Feng's anger suddenly rose. These people really deceived people so much that they wanted to rob their own small courtyard. After he ended his wandering life, he stayed here with the old monk. It has long been regarded as his own home, and no one can take the small courtyard away. Why? Don't leave yet, hurry up and pack up, go, do you still want us to fail? Yeah, if we do, you will inevitably get beaten again. Why bother? We have been playing enough for so many years. Yeah, bullying someone every day, even I feel a little boring. Of course, if you don't know each other today, don't blame us for nothing. Object 1 2 3 4 5. Two dogs, you sneered with each other, and later they were gearing up and wanting to do it. Get out of here, you guys. Chen Feng couldn't help but yelled, his blood boiled, as if a volcano was about to erupt. Oh, I'm so bold. I haven't seen you for a few days. I dare to talk to us like this. It seems that I have to teach you a lesson. One of the dogs strode forward and slapped Chen Feng directly. Take it away. Although it's just a simple wave of the hand, but the arm rattles, the 5 fingers are wide open, and the fierce wind is entrained. It actually has the realm of chi training and physical training. The bones and bones raw, and one slap can break the stone. Block. A slap can kill ordinary people. Huh. Chen Feng's eyes flashed, and he also slapped his palms. Between the palms of his hands, there was a dull raw in his body. The speed surpassed the opponent, the latter came first, and his palms slammed together. Crack. There was a crisp sound, and then the dog leg screamed and flew out, fell to the ground and rolled back and forth with his palms drooping. Chen Feng was shocked by Chen Feng's palm. The pain was full of sweat and he screamed again and again. Bones and muscles roared, did you break through? Wang Bo exclaimed, watching Chen Feng's eyes twinkling, but he soon recovered his calm. I said why I'm so stiff. It turned out to be a breakthrough, after our Iron Sword sect practiced for so long before breaking through to the third heaven, you are really a waste of waste. Wang Bo sneered. If I'm a trash, what do you mean is a dog-legged? Chen Feng sneered, slapped the opponent away, with the bottom in his heart and was not afraid of him. HMPH, it was just a carelessness just now. You just broke through. We are all at the same level. I don't bully you. I will fight with you and discuss it. Number 2 dog-legged figure moved, like a cheetah rushing out violently, 5 fingers are like iron hooks, and they are grabbed at Chen Feng like lightning. It is the Iron Claw 8 styles of the Iron Swordsman technique. After training, it can grab rocks and shred the beasts. Big. Chen Feng naturally also practiced this kind of exercise. In order not to reveal his full strength, he suppressed his cultivation on the third heaven and fought against the opponent. With 10 fingers like a hook and fierce as the wind, he also used Iron Claw 8 style, with the opponent to play fast, to head. Happiness. Between the two of them, there were constant explosions caused by collisions. The two of them fought faster and faster, all of which were head-to-head, and no one backed down, and it turned out to be evenly matched. Wang Bo looked at him, his eyes rolled and he didn't know what he was thinking, then he squatted down and healed number 1 dog leg. The man's palm was broken and his wrist was broken. There was a panacea. He also had to cultivate for a while. Gugozi number 1 looked at Chen Feng in the battle, with a look of hatred in his eyes. This usually bullied waste actually hurt himself, which is more unbearable than the pain. The two played against each other soon after 100 moves. The second dog leg began to be anxious. He had tried his best, and he couldn't take down Chen Feng's trash, and he couldn't help but become impetuous. In fact, Chen Feng could solve the opponent quickly, but on the one hand, he didn't want to reveal his strength, and on the other hand, he wanted to get familiar with the newly promoted state. At this time, I finally felt almost. Chen Feng's Genki speeded up, his blood boiled, like a volcanic eruption, a powerful force emerged, broke the opponent's moves directly and then slapped the opponent severely. Face. Number 2 dog leg screamed, teeth fell off, nosebleeds flowed, mouth crooked and eyes slanted, and fell on the ground with a puff, unexpectedly fainted. You. At this time, Wang Bo finally changed his color. He took 2 steps forward and stared at Chen Feng. The gas flowed, a strong breath emanated from his body, and his clothes were hunting and hunting. It turned out to be 4. The monk of heaven. Chen Feng didn't dare to be careless, because he knew that Wang Bo had already entered the 4th heaven for a while, and he could break through again only after he opened up all the meridians in his body. Why, do you want to do it too? Chen Feng was running his true chi, feeling that the true chi in his body was constantly flowing, and it was not exhausted at all, so he was relieved. Yes, I want to see what progress you have made in the past few days. Don't think that you can get rid of the name of waste after one day. I will wake you up again today and let you know that waste is always waste. Wang Bo said coldly, took the lead, moved quickly, and arrived in front of Chen Feng, hands out, in essence, like a hook, grabbing directly at Chen Feng's shoulder, with a sharp grasp between the waves. Much more powerful than the 2 dog legs just now, this shot was like crushing Chen Feng's shoulders, and the shot was extremely ruthless. Although he looked down on each other, his shot was full. Bone-cracked hand. Chen Feng said coldly, moving his footsteps and hiding behind him with the iron sword gate. Yes, it's the bone-splitting hand. I will not kill you, but I will crush your bones, let you be honest for a while, let you know that waste will always be waste, even if the cultivation breakthrough, in front of me it's always a poor bug. Wang Bo sneered, his claws changed sharply, snapped, and grabbed Chen Feng again. Chen Feng's figure flickered again, repeatedly avoiding the opponent's catch. Although he was forced to dodge again and again, but there was no trace of panic. His eyes were bright, and he caught the opponent's every move, Wang Bo's all attack routes. Chen Feng could see all of them clearly. Hiss. A section of Chen Feng's sleeve was torn into pieces and fell into the air. Wang Bo failed to make several shots and began to furious, making his shots even more fierce. Bone fragment fingers. Wang Bo shouted, and his asterisk suddenly clicked at Chen Feng in the middle of the food, and every blow made a hissing sound. Bone fragment fingers are considered to be the upper middle level exercises of the Iron Sword sect. Only monks with a full range of veins and above can practice. After training, point them on the opponent's body, which can penetrate the opponent's flesh and blood and shatter the opponent's bones. Overbearing. You actually practiced bone-breaking fingers. Chen Feng's heart was full of anger, and the other party resorted to this trick, clearly wanting to destroy himself. I originally planned to teach you a lesson, but now it seems I am going to change my mind. Chen Feng sneered. You're not ashamed, what do you think you have? Wang Bo sneered, and pointed at Chen Feng again, and even wanted to destroy Chen Feng. Wow! Boom boom boom! At this time, Chen Feng's blood boiled, and his true energy flowed rapidly. He had already used all his strength. With the movement of his true energy, Chen Feng felt a powerful force rushing to his limbs and corpses. A mysterious move is exactly the move brought about by the cultivation of the strange mental technique. The mysterious move was hit by Chen Feng, which immediately broke Wang Bo's broken bones, and Chen Feng took the opportunity to hit Wang Bo with a palm. What? Seeing Chen Feng suddenly showing off his power and breaking his bone-splitting fingers, Wang Bo's expression changed drastically. Although bone-splitting fingers were just practicing, his power was not something a monk of the four heavens could resist. Boom! Wang Bo hit his chest with a palm, and his whole body flew out, only to feel a destructive force penetrated into his body, continuously destroying the vitality of his body, and then fell on the ground with a puff. A mouth spat out a mouthful of blood. You! Wang Bo struggled to get up and pointed at Chen Feng, unable to speak. The true qi in his body was disturbed and the meridians were damaged. He had no power to fight anymore. Indomitable.com. At the same time, he kept shouting in his heart, why is this waste suddenly broken? Jian has become so powerful, he is extremely unwilling, but he dare not say anything. Go away, this is a lesson for you. Don't mess with me in the future, or I will interrupt your hands and feet and abolish your cultivation skills. Chen Feng shouted coldly. After listening to Chen Feng's words, Wang Bo's ears buzzed, as if he couldn't believe that this was from the mouth of Waste. This Waste, who had been bullied by himself and others during the day, wounded himself, and it looked like it seems that he has not put himself and others in his eyes at all. Wang Bo looked at Chen Feng bitterly, gritted his teeth, turned around and left. Hold on, take your two dog legs away. Chen Feng said again. You! Wang Bo hated him, his expression constantly changing. He still walked out in embarrassment with two dogs. Finally let out a sigh of relief. I didn't expect that I would also have a day of raising my eyebrows. Seeing Wang Bo disappear in embarrassment, Chen Feng only felt unusually happy in his heart, and the sullenness accumulated in the past dissipated a lot. Hey, what is going on? At this time, Chen Feng finally found that the withered flowers and trees in the yard, especially the green grass and some flowers on the ground, had withered in large numbers as if suddenly from the deep summer to the severe winter, in an instant, was emptied of vitality. Not only that. Even some of the vines and branches in the yard have some dry spots. Although it is not serious, it does lose part of the vitality. The first release of this book is from 17K novels. The first time you see the genuine content.